Hey, episode 42. What are you doing?
I'm just here.
Hey, have you seen episode 41?
No, have you?
No, it's missing.
Oh my God, what could it be?
I don't know. We should look for it.
Ooh.
Hey boys, where are y'all? I don't see y'all guys. Oh, hey, there you are. Wait, what are you doing? No!
Did you hear that?
What was that?
I don't know. But, look, here comes episode 43. Look good.
I can't wait for it to come.
Listen to me very carefully. I want to present the moment you've been waiting for.
Welcome to Geekdupradio with your host, Ricky the Ghoulie Rancher Commander and Doc the Midnight Strangler. Now lock your doors, turn off your lights, you're in for a fright.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Geeked Up Radio. I'm your ghoulish host, Ricky the Jolly Rancher Commander, along with
Doc the Midnight Strangler.
Ah, that's right. Ghoulish Rancher Commander, I meant to say. Anyways.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so let's get out the shout-outs out of the way really quick.
Leroy the Prophet with Saliva, November the 17th at the Rail Club in Fort Worth, Texas.
Make sure you show up to that. Good job, Doc. And, ladies and gentlemen, if you know what happened to episode 41, or if you have any speculation, or if you have any tales to tell us, tales to share, anything like that, love connections, men's connections, sex connections, whatever, make sure you call us at 817-382-8131. So yeah, make sure you call us. We want to hear from you. And if you ever want to get a hold of us, social media links are in the show notes, along with the emails. If you have your own personal music you want to share, in the show notes. If you want to share stories, in the show notes. If you want to tell us how shitty we're doing, in the show notes. Show nuts.
Show my nuts.
If you want to tell us how great we're doing, show notes. All right. Anyways, so we have a awesome show for you today. We got some scary stories. We got everything going on. And this week, Doc, there's been no drama. Wait, a little bit, but wasn't as much as the week before. Wasn't as much as the week before.
No drama. Thank you.
Yes. So tell your mama that we appreciate it. Yes. We appreciate that. Yes.
She was good, too.
She was very nice to us this week. And we appreciate those Rice Krispie treats. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get started the show with the first song, and then we'll come back with a special phone call. Some phone calls that some listeners called in, and I have a story that somebody sent in. Scary. I'm coming to suck your... Oh, no. There ain't no sucking dicks around here. Well, unless you want to, but hey, all right, here we go. First song of the evening, or the day, or wherever you listen to. Doc, let us know.
So this next song is Disciples of Deserts, The Rats in the Walls. Not yet released, but soon will be released, October the 31st.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the reading portion of the show. You know, with this, you know, a lot of people say, I get a lot of feedback saying I don't know how to read. I don't have the voice for it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, here we go. I'm going to try it anyways. And I hope you like it. And, you know, we only have one more show, Halloween show left. Don't we?
Only one?
Only one.
That's sad.
One's sad. You know, a lot of people like these shows. You know, we've had a lot of drama. We've had people unfriend us, and unfriend us.
And threaten us.
And threaten us. It's okay. You know, the devil does make people do crazy things, right? Mm-hmm. You know, but I don't want to bring religion into this, you know. Zoltan tells us the truth.
Was it Zoltan or Gotan?
Is it Gotan?
Go to 10.
I don't know. Donkey show. Anyways, here is our one scary story that we have this week, ladies and gentlemen. This is the only one that was sent in this week. I mean, if you have more, if you're listening, please share with us. I know paranormal stories are out there. I know you have one. You can either call in or you can email us.
Preferably they call it in because we can't read.
Yeah. But here we go. All right. So this is a two-parter. Very short, though. Thank God. This one goes out to, we'll call him R-I-R-L. R-L. Stein. Okay. Anyways. Okay. It says, hello. Hello. Oh, hold on. Let me do a voice. Hello. I guess my story might be of interest. I hate telling it now because it dates me. It happened back on December 28th, 1983. Ooh. I was 1. Yes. Yes. Oh, wow. And I was in college. And I was a college student living at home. That day I came home from class and I laid on my bed.
I wonder what he was doing.
Shut up, Scary. Anyways, he laid on his bed. I was just resting, he says. So was I. Not sleeping, but very relaxed, and I'm guessing meditating. My mind clear, not thinking of anything at all. All of a sudden, for no reason I could understand, I sat up and sang just part of a lyrics from a song I hadn't listened to in years, and or ever sung. Over the top, across the border now. It was a song titled San Miguel, written by Dennis Wilson, from a greatest hits album I owned, titled 10 Years of Harmony, released in the early 80s. I believed at the time it was the last song written by him. It was written long before that, and he was working on an album titled Bamboo that was supposed to be released in 1982 or 83. I had pre-ordered it from a record shop when I was living on campus at UNH. What's UNH?
UNH.
University of North Ohio.
University of New Hampshire.
Whatever, shut up. Is that...
Yeah, UNH.
Okay, shut up, whatever. God damn. I mean, when I was living on campus at UNH, my miserable first year of college, but it never came out. And I got SASE postcard months later letting me know that the release had been canceled. Though Dennis wasn't my favorite group member, I was a fanatical fan. Had been since I got my first record one Christmas from Dad. MIU album, probably 1979, and love their music. What's the story? even was in their fan club and probably displayed the merchandise played by their albums in my dorm, even though they were not cool. Cool in parentheses.
Who is MIU?
MIU. I don't know.
That's what it says. MIU album.
MIU album.
MIU.
Michael Jackson Experience. I don't know. Anyways, back to Scary. Hello again. He writes back. R.L. Stein. So not knowing why I suddenly sat up and sang. Okay, so we're back to the story. Okay. So not knowing why I suddenly sat up and sang only part of a lyric of a Beach Boy Dennis Wilson song, San Miguel, a trippy tune about a paradise on earth, a song I hadn't listened to for like years or more, at the very least many, many months. Could not remember when. I forgot about it. Till the next day, I found out Dennis had died drowning. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, I should have done. Anyways. All right. News wasn't easy to come by back then, but I was able to get a newspaper article with the exact same time he drowned. Okay. I thought, oh, it was hours different from when I sat up singing that line over the top across the border until I realized the time difference from California to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Hey, look at you, smart. You're fired. Only dumbasses on the show. God. Yeah. Anyways, scary. After figuring out the times, accounting for the difference, the moment I sang and the moment he died matched up. I sang the words the exact same time he had passed. Ah!
So maybe they were connected.
Soulmates, bro.
Telepathy.
Telepathy.
Whatever.
Dude, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you were where you were when somebody famous died?
No. Michael Jackson.
Where were you? Shut up over there. Gimp. Gimp's in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to keep him silent. Shut up, Gimp.
Put a gag in his mouth.
Yeah.
Gag ball. Michael Jackson, I think I was eating lunch, and they said, Michael Jackson is dead.
Where? Were you eating lunch at the house?
No, I was at the house. The first tune that came to me, it was like, you are not alone.
I am here with you. Though you're far away.
Now, the one who had it hard, I'm going to tell you who had it hard.
Tell me.
The Gimp. He was like, Michael Jackson.
He was all crying.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what? I know where I was too. I was at work. I was sitting at my desk. I was all like fat and lonely and shit. And I was sitting there eating my Cheetos and my fucking corn puffs and shit. And I was just like, man, he died. And I opened another bag and just like, this is for you, Michael. And I poured it on the ground. And then I felt bad that I wasted all that food. And then I picked it up and ate it. Anyways, but like when what's his name? David Bowie died. I don't remember where I was, but I thought I was a bigger fan than that, man. I mean, I think I may have been outside jogging.
I was at home too, and I just like.
You ever leave the house, Doc?
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking in my head, I'm always home when they're all dead, dying and stuff, man.
Dang,
that tells you how much I get out.
Yeah, you're a recluse.
Yeah, exactly.
You look for the midnight strangler. You don't have to worry; he never leaves the house.
I didn't tell you when I'm strangling.
Oh, yeah. After everybody goes to bed, he strangles that chicken. He tugs on the neck, rubs the head. Cock. You mean my cock? Shut up. My cock. Anyways. This is not a filthy show, ladies and gentlemen, but don't let your kids listen to it. They learn things that they shouldn't learn until at least 6th grade.
My case was kindergarten.
Kindergarten, there you go. I mean, I remember what sex ed in 6th grade, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
learned about boobies.
Yeah.
Boobs. Anyways, so that was our story. It's kind of eerie. I mean, I think that's a correct word. I mean, to have that type of connection or you see that type of thing. But you know what? You know what's even worse?
What's that?
I got touched by the devil. Like literally the other night.
Oh.
Grabbed me by my ribs. I mean, in the middle of the night, I thought, my wife says like, you had a panic attack. I'm like, no, it was the devil. It was the devil. Cause my wife's not like religious. She's got, degrees and shit. And she's like, sees everything at face value or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's very scientific, I guess. And I'm like, I only got to like 10th grade. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm very like spiritual, and you tell me there's, mice men. I believe in mice men and shit. The earth is flat and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah, dude. Mark Sargent. Shut up over there, Gimp. Anyways, Mark Sargent. Anyways. So I guess I had in the middle. I don't know why I would have a panic attack. That's why I don't understand why she was like panic attack. I live a very comfy life. You know what I'm saying? Play my video games, go to work, get covered in shit, come work, come home.
Easy life.
It's easy, man. And so I was dreaming, man, that this darkness came up on me, and it reached its cold, dead hand into my fucking
anal canal.
Oh yeah, so there we go. And so yeah. Anyways, we got a phone call coming in, and so let's go ahead, and I'll come back with the story after this.
We'll be right back.
So you have a ghost story for us, right?
I do.
Oh, really?
I had Lorraine Warren at my house. Yeah. So nothing crazy was happening. There was a few things that was weird. Like my son was like not even 2 yet. He was going into our alleged basement and just staring at the walls in the middle of the night, like not doing anything, just standing there. We had people working on our house. Mysterious things had happened to them while they were there, and we had heard a background about our house that a woman had poisoned her family in there or whatever. So my husband at the time I was married had worked for Lorraine Warren before he had done work around her house or whatever. So he called her, and at first she was like, no, like I can't come out for a couple of weeks. I'll try and get out to your house, because we just heard so many different things. He just, we wanted to see if she saw anything. We hadn't told her anything of what we heard. So maybe, I don't know, maybe an hour later she called back and she's like, I'm on my way to your house. Something's telling me to come out today. Yeah, so she came out with, I believe it was her son or her son-in-law, and they came in, and as soon as she opened my door, she started making these weird sounds, and she went through the whole house, and when she came back down, she said, normally when I go through a house, I have to go through the whole house before I sense something. And she said, it all greeted me at the front door when I got here. And she said there was nothing dynamic, nothing that could harm us, but severe tragedies happened in that house. So I guess because she can sense the things, she said that if she had to stay in my house for a day, she would have to sit outside because she would get so sick from everything that she could see that had happened there. She never really went into detail. So then she went into my dining room and she sat, like she was standing behind the chair, and with her hand, she was making the motion of like eating something. And she's like, I don't know, there was something in the food. Something was put in the food. And, yeah, it was really crazy. And then she's like, I wouldn't stay here tonight because even though there's nothing dynamic, I've, kind of shaken things up here. I would suggest staying in a hotel. And we actually did. So, wasn't taking any chances. I mean, you told me there's nothing dynamic, but you're telling me I have to stay in my house. So I'm not going to stay in the house.
I mean, for death and night, my ass would have been like, packing up the station wagon, throwing the kids in there. I would have been gone.
Yeah, no kidding. So, do you still live in that house? Or?
No, I do not. I haven't been in there in about 3 years. But we did remain there after there for years. And as a matter of fact, one of the other things we had was my other son was about 6 years old, and he would have nightmares, and I could actually watch him. Like, he would be fighting something in his sleep. And I remember calling her and saying, could whatever you said you noticed in my house, and she said, yeah, very well could be, because they affect children. Because the children are more susceptible to them, right. So they can come to them in dreams and stuff. And he actually, in his dream, was fighting something that was, coming, and he was realistically fighting something, but there was not, we don't see anything,
Right. Wow, that's crazy. But, did you ever see anything?
I haven't seen anything. There is a picture, and I actually, for this story, I was going to try and find it. If you look at a picture in one of our upstairs in our hallway, it looks like an aura over my kid's head, like a green aura over it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But we had her in there, and we ended up having a priest come and bless it. But other than that, that was about all that I actually saw. It was just more weird things. Like I said, we had a young guy working on our bathroom when we first bought the house. It was a really old house, and so we pretty much demolished it and rebuilt.
Oh, wow.
And the guy was building our bathroom and had a heart attack. Yeah. Like a 30-something-year-old guy, like was fine, was sitting there putting the towels on, and all of a sudden he had a heart attack.
Poor guy that even lived there, and he's the one who gets killed, you know?
And then we had the guy building our decks, and he fell off and broke his ribs, fell off the deck. Like, it was just weird. It was like all like in 1 week. It wasn't even like, okay, this month something happened. Like freak accidents, it was like one after another, which was what was really weird about it, you know?
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So after you got the house blessed by that priest, did it help any, or did you notice anything different or no?
Honestly, I didn't. But like I said, I didn't see a lot of things. Like my son, he had the nightmares one period of time, but it was not an ongoing thing that happened for months or years. It was like, you know, maybe a couple weeks and then it stopped.
Oh, wow.
So once we had it blessed, I didn't really notice anything different.
Was your
really
younger one still going down to the base? Because you know what? In the whole story, that's what freaks me out most. So picture the scene, guys. He's 2 years old. It's the middle of the night. Everybody is sleeping. It is dark.
And he walked down there in the dark, like he no light switches or anything. Just went out there in the dark, and I found him. And he was just in our basement was like old rock and ledge, and he was in the back of it, just staring at the stone wall.
The basement. See,
man,
in the basement.
Oh my god! Oh man!
Several nights in a row. Like this didn't happen just once. This happened
repeatedly.
So it's like some Blair Witch Project shit going down.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
Did the person that killed his family or her family, did they bury like the families down in the basement? Like tried to hide the bodies? Do you know?
No, as far as I know, no, because a lot of the killings that she did were in New York. There was only like 2 of them. They didn't bury them in the house. She buried them like they had died of natural causes.
Ooh.
You know, and then what happened? Lydia Sherman was her name. If you ever want to Google her, Lydia Sherman.
Let me do the sign of the cross real quick.
Yeah, guys, keep it away from me.
Yeah, you keep it over there.
So I don't know what was downstairs. It was just very odd. That was one of the things that was so peculiar. Is why was he going down there? You know.
I wonder if there's any correlation between like all the basement stories. I mean,
everything we've gotten is about basements.
Yeah, I mean, and the only story that I know about like attics is my house, but because I don't have any basements or anything like that. That's crazy. I mean,
right.
I wouldn't have stayed there. I would have just like bounced out quick. Real quick.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said, the van would have been packed. I may have even left the kid looking at the basement wall. I'm not even
I would have been from the stairs. I'd be like, buddy, you're lost to me, buddy.
Yeah, like I don't know what got in him. I'm not taking the chance. Right. You know.
I would have been like Willy Wonka. Right. No, stay. I'm out of here. Real soft. Daddy's gonna come get you. I promise.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I can't handle. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I can't stand no paranormal stuff and spooky stuff. I'd probably shit my pants and piss all over myself. I mean, it's scary stuff.
Like that's anything new. Ricky shit, right?
Yeah, I shit before I got on the show. I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
Always shitting.
The thing too that was striking is Lorraine Warren, you know, obviously didn't know the history. What I thought was, you know, crazy is the part where she was like, something was in the food. And then when you guys did investigate and got down to the bottom and all that, you found out that the woman serial killer who did live in your home actually did kill by poisoning. That was her. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was the craziest part.
That is crazy.
And there was only 2 rooms that she really sensed anything in, and that was my son's room, the one I was fighting in his sleep, and the dining room. Those were the only 2 rooms that she really felt anything.
Ooh, I wonder
did she go to the basement?
Is that the murder scenes?
Oh, she went through the whole house.
Yeah, those must have been the murder scenes.
The whole house.
Yeah, like the kids got sick, went up to the stairs, died in their room, you know, stomach pains or whatever, and whoever was left at the dining table probably died there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
murder scenes.
Yeah, that makes me sad. Y'all got any good stories? Good happy stories?
Happy ghost stories?
Yeah, like with Casper or something. Shit. Come on.
Well, I guess the good story is she survived, right? I guess that's the good part of the story. Her and her family all survived. The poor son of a bitches that were working on the house. I mean, sorry, but
yeah, but you know what? I was watching a movie and I'm like wondering if that was because they were redoing how it was.
Disturbing it.
I've heard about
disturbing
that.
it, whereas we weren't disturbing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't want to fuck around with that shit. No. Yeah, so when you buy an old house, ladies and gentlemen, do not make any repairs. Do not make any remodels.
Leave it the way it is.
Leave it alone.
Leave the blood stains on the wall and everything.
Yeah.
else.
Cement up the basement. Cement up the basement so nobody goes down there.
Yeah. Block the basement.
The most ironic part of this whole story is, of course, I talked to you guys last week about had she called me to just do a walkthrough in her house before she bought it, I would have told her do not buy it because I probably would have got that sixth sense and been like, something's wrong with this house.
Yeah, you probably would have. You probably would have.
Right?
Yeah, and then you would have shit your pants, and then you'd be just like.
And then I would have died because I would have been the poor sucker who went over there and got killed.
You would have died of dysentery before you made it to the door.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man, I hope I never run into a house like that. Hopefully my house is not like that. Because I shared like last week that I think my house is haunted. I don't know why. I think it's in the attic. But I hopefully it's not like that. I don't want anybody coming over to like, confirm or deny. Just leave it be. I don't make any changes to the house. I don't want no trouble.
Well, if you ever come home and your wife or Doc is up in your attic staring at the wall, I think you need to get the hell out. Okay? Right?
Well, if Doc and my wife are in the attic, I'm definitely just gonna leave. I'll be like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I thought you were my friend, motherfucker. When you said you wanted to help out, I didn't mean like that.
I just came over to look at your plumbing.
Oh yeah. You were laying pipe all right, motherfucker. You know what? You about to die of lead poisoning. Well, anyways, I really appreciate the phone call, ladies. We have to get going. But
absolutely.
Thank you for calling and sharing.
It's a pleasure talking to you guys.
Yeah, it really is a pleasure. Thank you so much, Mel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
Maybe next time we can meet on a lighter note and do some comedy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like some Christmas stories or I'm thankful stories for the Thanksgiving episode or something like that. We'll see what we can put together. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds great. All right.
Great. It was great talking to you guys.
Yeah, it's great talking to you too. I really appreciate it. If you want to hear this, hear yourself on the radio, you just look us up, Geekdupradio. I'll put everything in there. It's awesome. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it.
Just for the record, wait, real quick, just for the record, she knows what a podcast is. She's on Humorous.
You know what else? Please don't block us either. So far, every guest we've had on this show has blocked us.
What? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy. They blocked us and muted us or whatever it is. And that's what's happened the last two episodes. I don't know what it is, but hey.
Oh, we're going to have to talk off the mic because I want to get in on some of this juicy info, guys. Wow.
Well, after the Halloween episodes, I'll just throw it all out there. Yeah. It don't bother me.
There you go. Perfect. I love a good podcast sellout. I love it. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. You too.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm over here trying to hang up your phone.
Okay. So, getting back to what we were talking about,
okay.
This house thing, okay, let me just tell you a quick little story.
Tell me.
When I came out here looking for a home in my area, our area, right?
Yeah.
I went to a house that was off of Carter Road, further in the back.
Yeah.
And the realtor said that we could actually get it pretty cheap, and they would actually pay me to buy the house.
Uh-huh.
some kind of thing with HUD, or I don't know what it was, but they said you would get a bonus that we would actually give you money to buy the house.
Nice.
So, and it had 15 acres, and it was like a farmhouse and everything else. So I said, okay, let's check it out. So we went up there to look at it and everything else, and I walked in, and the walls, I've never seen walls like this, but they had put like leather walls.
Really?
All the walls were padded like with leather. It looked like skin.
Ew.
Right?
Human skin?
Yeah, human skin.
Oh.
So I go into one of the rooms, and it was going to need some repairs and all that stuff. So I go into one of the rooms, and I noticed like little. It was kind of weird because the drawings, like they would allow the kid to draw on the wall, so he drew all this stuff and everything else.
Uh-huh.
But I got this really eerie feeling of just being like, I want to get the hell out of this place. But I still looked at the place because it's a pretty big place, and I felt like there was something there, and I kind of felt a little nauseous. And I told my wife, I'm like, man, I don't know, I'm getting kind of a weird feeling. So I go to the other side of the house, and I'm looking around, and it's, like I said, it's a big house. And I go to this other room, and I said, well, I'm going to go to the back because, you know, that's where all the acres is and the barn and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as I walked outside of the house, there was a circle. It was weird because it was a circle with something in the middle of it, like somebody had like scribbled with their finger in the dirt or whatever.
Oh, shit.
But I noticed there was a lot of dolls' heads. Someone put a bunch of heads of these dolls and everything else.
Fuck all that.
I'm serious, man. So then I go back into the house again, and I told my wife, like, man, no. Even though they're paying for it, I said, I get this weird feeling. Let's get the hell out of this place because it just felt really bad. And just the whole setup, and then seeing those pictures of those kids' drawings on the wall, and then the leather padded walls, and then the doll heads in the back. I'm like, fuck this. I don't know. This, you know, it's a good deal and it's a lot of land, but no.
No, dude. No. Man, if you're trying to sell a house, even pay somebody to buy it.
They were paying me to buy it. Yeah.
Don't, at least get rid of all the creepy shit, man.
It was. And it was a big house, and the property was nice, but that house, there was something there in that house that I felt.
No. Yeah, I mean, you gotta stay away from the creepy stuff, man. Because you know, to me, I don't know, I just might be like a pussy, but I just feel like that shit invites evil stuff, dude. You know what I'm saying? If you have this creepy looking stuff, I guess. I don't know, man.
They had a creepy kid or something with all the heads and shit.
Man, they had something. They had the walls lined with leather and stuff.
Leather padded walls, and then in the child's room is like all like crayon drawings of these people in fire.
Oh shit! You know what? The Gimp probably grew up there.
Oh shit!
And we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with
after these messages.
After this song.
Okay. All right. So the next song we're gonna play is Junior Rio, Primary Moon. Primary Mood, Junior Rio. Available on Marley Records compilation, Halloween compilation. You could download it for free if you like, or you can order the CD.
Free. All right. Anyways, but ladies and gentlemen, so let's move on. We got a couple phone calls and a voicemail, or not a voicemail, and I guess somebody sent us a voice recording over the internet.
Yeah.
So let's move on to that, and we'll be right back after that, and then we'll close out the show.
Hey, so I have a scary story that happened when I was in 3K, and it actually kind of lasted until I got into first grade. So when I was little, my classroom was in an old psych ward. And I absolutely loved school. I'd go home and I'd come home and I'd tell Mom about all my friends. And at one point, I started coming home with 3 bright red, fresh scratches on my back consistently. And of course, this freaked my mom out, and she would reach my arm back, see if I could reach where the scratches were, and I couldn't reach those spots on my back. So as mad as she was, she stormed into the teacher's room and said, "Hey, somebody is hurting my daughter." And so they showed the teacher, and they said that they watched me all the time and said, "Nobody's scratching your daughter." And they asked me, "Sam, who did this to you? Who scratched you?" And I would always say, "Canada did it." And they would pull out the yearbooks and flip through pictures saying, "Is this Canada? Is this Canada?" And I would say, "Canada's not in the books. She's not one of my classmates. She's not a student." And it freaked everybody out, and this lasted, like I said, until I was in first grade. And we never figured out why I was always scratched up and constantly saying Canada did it. And the teachers would say that when I would be playing out on the playground, I would sit on the swings and talk to an empty swing all through recess. So they never figured it out, but after my year in 3K at the school, they moved the kindergarten, 3K, 4K, all of that out of that building, and now it's only used as an extra building when they don't have enough space. So that was my creepy story. And the second story I have actually happened in a house that has been mentioned twice on the show already. When I was little, I was watching a movie, and afterwards I went to bed, and I could see down the hallway of the house, and I saw this lady dressed in blue walk into our middle bedroom. And so at first, because it was red hair, I thought it was my mom. I looked down, and my mom was in her bed. It was really creepy. I cried myself to sleep.
Hey, it's Vin from Humorous Podcast, sharing a ghost story. I actually lived in a house that was haunted. There was loud banging noises at night. There was one instance where a broom was flung across the room, tugging at my blankets. All kinds of creepy stuff going on in that place. And I'd like to share that with you guys. And I moved, and it actually followed me. I was on one night, and loud banging noises continued all through the house. And then I took a video, and in the background of the video, you could hear a screaming noise, something like a I don't know if that's a good impersonation or not. I'm going to maybe try to get the video to Geekdupradio. Want to shout out Geekdupradio. And that's my ghost story. Yeah, I lived it. I lived in a haunted house, so that's mine. I'm out of here. Take it easy, guys.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that so much. I hope you really did. I mean, it was really good. Shut up, Gimp, with your face over there. Shut up your face. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So this has been the third episode of our Halloween special. Yes, and we're still looking for episode 41. She's missing wherever she is.
Somewhere.
And if you find her, let us know. Make sure you call us on that phone number. It's going to be in the show notes. And if you ever want to be part of this discussions, it's in the show notes. If you ever want to call us, it's in the show notes. So please, we want to hear some feedback from you, ladies and gentlemen. We want to know how we're doing, how you feel about the show, what we can do to make it better, what we can do to make it better than what it is. I mean, that's the word I'm looking for. We need some feedback. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to engage with the audience. I love to engage with you. You're like the Enterprise, and I'm Captain Spock. Engage or no?
Captain Cock.
Yeah, I'm Captain Cock. Anyways, yeah, but it's fun. It's fun talking scary stories, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I love it. I love ghost stories. I love feeling scared sometimes. It's kind of like when you're asleep. Oh, you know what, Doc? Let me ask you something serious.
Okay.
When do you get more nightmares? Let me ask this. Do more nightmares occur for you when you sleep without a blanket?
I think more nightmares occur when I sleep without my pillow.
Because I've noticed if I don't have a blanket or a sheet on, I get a nightmare that night.
Did you pee on yourself?
No.
Because I'm saying you might have gotten cold, and that was a nightmare peeing on yourself.
No, sometimes you got to take your dick out, though. No, but I've noticed that if I don't have a cover, I'm not covered up when I fall asleep, I get a nightmare.
Huh.
Or I feel like something's attacking me. Maybe that's why I had that anxiety attack.
That's right.
And that's what it was. The panic attack, I'm sorry.
Panic attack.
And I thought it was the devil. But it probably really was touching me in my ribs.
Was he
trying to get my bone?
Are you sure? Because it sounded like you were going to say touching my booty.
Touching the black hole. Because I forgot to wipe.
Ooh.
Because sometimes, at night, if you're a night crawler like me, and at night, what do you hear a lot? All night long, dude.
You're a night crawler? I'm a night baller.
Night baller. You ain't got no money.
I wasn't talking about money.
Oh, shit. Oh, hey, what's up? I never knew. Anyways, if you prefer the night, ladies and gentlemen, let us know. If you're a night crawler or night baller, if you're, if you like to creep, let us know. And I creep, yeah.
Or a gobbler, you're a gobbler.
You're a gobble dong. Who was that? Anyway. It's getting way off subject over here. But it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we want to engage with you, the audience. We love it. Doc's always on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. We're checking that email all the time. We're checking that voicemail all the time. We need your engagement. You know what I'm saying? We don't need it, but we'd love to hear it. And if you enjoyed the show, if you cracked one smile, make sure you leave a review. That'd be nice.
Yeah, just a reminder. Say, you guys really rock.
We got 2 new reviews.
Did you really?
Yeah, but I forgot to print them out. So,
what did they say? Something nice?
Yeah, they're actually really nice.
Oh, really?
So I'll read the reviews next week, and if there's any new ones from this point on, I'll read them. So we'll make that a part of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every week that we don't do it, somebody didn't leave a review. All 1 million of you that listen. I mean, it'd be nice. But anyways. But yeah, so check it out. I forgot where I was going, but make sure you stop by the Railroad Club over there, right?
The Rail Club in Fort Worth, Texas, November the 17th with Leroy the Prophet and Saliva.
And make sure you let them know that you heard it from Geekdupradio. And if you see Doc there, he'll be there.
Buy me a beer.
Buy him a beer. He'll be wearing those leather chaps.
Ooh, my booty cheeks will be ready. Not for penetration.
No, don't take it back now. Don't take it back now. It's open for business. Ding. Bang. Yeah. So he'll have his shirt off. He'll have his beret on or whatever it's called.
I have glitter sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be fun, ladies and gentlemen. You want to see Doc dancing. Yeah, if you want to see him dancing, let's try to get these listens up on this episode. Let's get it up. If we can get, you know what? Never mind. If you want to see him dance, you want to see the Doc dancing, you know what? Let me get two iTunes reviews, and I will post on Instagram the doc dancing, and I'll make sure he's wearing something revealing, and I'll put it on Instagram for you. And he'll do his little dance because the Macarena. Yeah.
Macarena,
you know that one?
I like square dancing. Perfect. Yeah.
What square dance?
Not squirt dancing. Square dancing.
I was to say, not that type of show. We can get his band off of Instagram, bro. But yeah, 2 reviews and you get the dog dancing.
That's right.
4 reviews and you see my fat ass dancing.
6 reviews, you'll see us nude.
Well, you'll need at least 8. 1 per inch. Together. But anyways, yeah. So we'll make that maybe not the new part, but the other one we'll hold true to those. Yeah. So yeah, on Instagram you'll see the dancing. Dun, 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 dun. We'll play some Tejano music or whatever music you want to. Man, we'll play Tejano music. I like Tejano music.
Is it Tejano music?
Yeah, why not?
I want to hear that thing. Okay, whatever.
Bum 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 bum.
I want to do the porn music.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Gimp, you watch a lot of porn. How's that music go? Shut up, Gimp. He's like, porn? What is that?
He has it on mute when he's in the restroom, so it is no one can hear him. That's why he's like, I don't know what kind of music it is.
All you hear is
exactly, and then you hear like,
and then you're like, ooh, it's on my hand. Gross. But it's whatever. You can't, well, make sure you clean the stalls. That's all I'm asking. Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's that challenge. I challenge you to that 2 reviews and 4 reviews, depending on who you want to see dancing.
Do 4.
No, do 2.
4.
2. My knees. My knees can't handle it. My ankles. My lower back. Anyways, you don't want to see a fat ass dance. You want to see a fit young man dance over there. We'll put him in a Speedo.
Ooh.
We'll do that. We'll do the dance bucket challenge or whatever.
I'll just use a piece of duct tape.
Duct tape.
That'll hurt.
The little tiny one. Scotch tape.
That's Scotch tape, man.
Some electrical tape. Oh, we can make a Speedo out of electrical tape, man. God. Oh my God. Then we can rip it off. Dude, we'll have to put that on Patreon when that opens up. Yeah. Ripping that Speedo off of your ass. No. Just like that. It'll be all white and stuff. Put little dingleberries be ripping away with it. You'd be like, ay, papi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it'd be awesome. Anyways, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and just say goodbye. And I've been your lovely gentleman host, Ricky, the Ghoulie, Rancher Commander.
And your Doc the Midnight Strangler.
Yeah, the Chicken Strangler. That's right. So be careful. Let's give a shout out to Gimp over here. Gimp, I'm gonna let you say one thing. I'm gonna unmute your mic. Okay. You say one thing, and if it's dumb, I'm gonna cut it. And we cut it. Doc, let us know what the last song is.
Last song is 17 Years, Buttercup.